Well, today we are really lucky to sit down with the mayor of Sarasota, Eric Arroyo, and he is actually the youngest mayor in Sarasota history, I'm told, and we're excited to talk to him about some upcoming things that Sarasota has projected for its beautiful city and more in today's video. Stay tuned. All right, well, thank you so much for sitting down with us again, Eric Arroyo, our youngest Sarasota mayor. And I was going to sit and talk to him initially about a couple of things, but because we have Hurricane Ian approaching us, let's just go ahead and tackle that. So overall advice for Sarasotans, new Floridians, as it approaches Southwest Florida?
Yeah, one of our main priorities is the safety of our residents. And I just got off the phone with our Senator, Rick Scott. I've spoken with the governor's team. We've spoken with FPL, our police department, our state agencies. Everybody's coordinated in making sure that we are ready to go. Mm-hmm. Go to floridadisaster.org.
Okay.
That would be one of my main pieces of advice. There is a checklist on what you need to get to be prepared for a hurricane.
Okay.
Advice number 2, do it now. Don't wait, because if you wait till the last minute, that's when there's no toilet paper or water left, and you know what
right.
has happened during Irma, happened during COVID.
Bare shelves. It's like, yes, exactly.
So have a full tank of gas, have some cash in case ATM machines and banks are out. But we have checked our fuel farms. We have a plan of evacuation if we need one. We just called a state of emergency at the city level. The county is also going to state of emergency to all counties in Florida, and we are ready for this to come. It looks like it's going to hit not us directly, but we'll still feel the impacts of it. We also have numerous sites throughout the county that are offering sandbags if you need to, if you live in a flood zone.
Okay, and is that still on the same site?
There's about 4 sites in the city. The only site in the city of Sarasota is at Ed Smith Stadium.
Okay, so sandbags. We'll have all of the links below as well. And not just for this hurricane, but other hurricanes, I think it's smart for people to prep throughout the year. Like get batteries. I mean, fill your propane tanks for your grills, right? I mean, it's not just, it's going to be imminent, right, for half the year.
Yeah.
So instead of waiting last minute, just throughout the year, have that checklist.
Because what often happens is that everybody goes and gets all the waters that they did, for 2 years instead of, and we don't have water for everybody else.
Right.
And then that
in
creates
moderation.
a problem.
Right.
So everything in moderation, just 1 or 2 things at a time. Get your prescriptions filled. That is important. So today, the doctor's offices are open.
Right.
Make sure you get there early and say, hey, can I get, whatever I get? Yeah, my blood pressure medication. I'm probably going to need it. Mm-hmm. Have at least a couple weeks on hand.
Right. And same thing with your pets. We can't forget about our pets, have food for them and all that good stuff.
Have food for them, have everything they might need. They often take medications too.
Yeah.
But we'll get through this storm, and it'll be a hurricane, and just rely on your neighbors. Mm-hmm. Just be there. Have somebody you can call, especially with our vulnerable population. Just have someone you can call and rely on if you need water or sugar. I mean, we're all in this together.
Exactly.
And we're going to be opening up numerous locations. My wife is a high school teacher, and Sarasota High School will be used as a shelter, and so will so many other sites.
Mm-hmm. It's nice. I mean, I've been here since 2002, and I do notice when these things happen, the neighbors come out more, and we really do band together. Mm-hmm. And it is nice to see. And it's too bad we have to have a event like this for that to happen, but it is nice nonetheless. So thanks for your advice on that. All right, we've got the beautiful Bayfront project. It's well underway. Tell us about your insights as you sit from the mayor's office here.
The Bay project is truly a once-in-a-lifetime project. It took the coordination of some state agencies, of the county, the city, all coming together. And in reality, we're all being taxed by it. Not additional tax, but a portion of our taxes goes to a tax increment financing district. If your home is worth $100,000 and then it goes to $150,000, that extra $50,000 in taxes goes to pay for this district.
Oh, interesting.
So it's a $300 million project, which is pretty impressive. But it's gonna it's going to replace this infrastructure that we have on there, which is a giant parking lot that
a waste of a prime property.
A waste of property.
Right on the water.
It's underutilized.
Yeah.
And when we convert it into a park, it will filter just millions and millions of gallons of water before they hit the bay. So it's just going to be good for our environment, good for our people. It'll incentivize walking. Not only that, but we have so much happening. We're going to have this beautiful pedestrian walk over there. We're bringing in new trees. You'll have a kayak launch. And we part of the Smart City initiative that we're about to talk about, we've also moved forward with adding Wi-Fi to a bunch of our parks, which is going to be awesome.
Huge.
And it's not just going to be awesome for our people who get to walk around and play Pokemon Go or whatever they do. They
I don't even know what that is, Eric.
It's a thing. It's a thing. I don't even want to describe. I don't even know how to describe it.
You must have kids.
I do.
Okay. No wonder.
But if you FaceTime, you can FaceTime. You have all the connections there. But it's also going to help our infrastructure, because part of becoming a smart city, which we've dedicated ourselves to being, is taking advantage of the new technologies and having utilities that operate via Wi-Fi. So if there's a leak or if there's a pipe breaks, we know right away.
Yeah. And part of back to the Bayfront, just real quick. So the Bayfront project, I think the idea was to, number one, utilize the water frontage that we have there, and also make it connected via walkability to the interior of downtown. Is that kind of like the whole point of it? And like the children's play park I saw is opening soon, right? That's going to have a grand opening. And that's
on the other side. That's right by O'Leary's there. But yeah, we're putting about $3 million as a maximum price. That we just agreed on a maximum price for that kids park.
Okay, it looks beautiful.
It's going to be amazing. It's been broken for a while. We're going to have a splash pad. So I mean, I remember growing up when you used to go and have all the water just splashing around, and you could just run around. It was so much fun. So we're going to have that, but one unique twist that this commission decided to amend was have shading, a lot of shading. So you'll be able to
the parents will be not profusely sweating in August. That's a good plan, right? So and then the kids will get worn out.
That's what you want.
Yeah. So then I'm really anxious to hear a little bit more about the Smart City, because he was at one of our Coldwell Banker meetings for Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. And I remember you saying this and it piqued my interest, which prompted wanting to sit with you. And so what are some of like the intricate things that are unique about that as it relates to Sarasota? Well,
in Sarasota, we have this infrastructure. Infrastructure usually lasts about, depending on what you get, about 30, 40 years. Our water infrastructure lasts about 70, and we're right at the point where we need to replace it. So we have this time of replacing something that is heavily outdated with something that either is contemporary or visionary. And I'm leaning towards wanting something that is visionary. Having the best of the best. And so a smart city is defined as a city that incorporates technology in many levels of their organization. It's not just one thing that you can do. For example, some cities have chosen to underground all of their solid waste trash, undergrounding it. Yeah.
Ooh,
so you can't see anything. Some cities
like that.
It entails imagine if your trash doesn't get picked up. You say, "Hey Alexa, can you tell the city they forgot to pick up my trash?" Something like that. It's
so cool.
What we've done here locally is, one, we have these new scooters that are just, you can pay for them.
I love those. Those things are fast too. Have you been on them?
Yeah. Only every day of my life.
Every day.
We have an app now. We developed an app which entailed turning all our departments into being paperless. But now if you see a pothole, you download our it's called COS, City of Sarasota, Click to Fix. We had a naming contest among our staff. So you go to the App Store, click number 2, fix.
And it goes right to your phone?
It actually goes directly to a department. It opens up a ticket, and they'll follow up with you with an email when it's resolved. So it's like pothole, boom, fixed. And for the first month, we had like 100 and some requests. Now we have thousands of people.
Wow.
I mean, we are and we have.
What's the app?
It's called Click to Fix.
Click to Fix.
COS, Click to Fix.
That's cool.
City of Sarasota, Click to Fix. And And it's amazing. We developed that ourselves.
Was it your idea?
I was the largest driving force of this, but staff took that idea and they developed it, because I know nothing about developing apps.
That is so cool.
And everybody just rallied around it. Imagine if you were at a traffic, you know, everybody hates being stuck at a traffic stop, and at a red light, and in the middle of the night or whatever it is, and it's like, dude, there's nobody around.
Come on now.
So we are in the process of getting just the state of the art, the best of the best light cameras that we have that are going to use AI to just monitor everything, and they'll be able to tell if there's nobody around. Like, here you go, you have a green light.
Okay, you're free to go. Oh, that is so cool.
So the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi, the micro mobility. We now have a legacy trail that's going to extend all the way down to the South County. All the way down to Northport. You can take the legacy trail from downtown Sarasota and not have to worry about traffic or being hit or anything.
Wow.
You cross a couple of streets, but so it's all good. But in the future, I mean, I see there are some cities throughout the United States. I wish we could do this, right? Where they have an IoT, Internet of Things.
I was going to ask you what that means. What does that mean? Internet of Things.
Internet of Things. And I'm, this is the thing, like all the new kids.
The young kids. You're young yourself.
Not young enough to know all this.
Okay.
So, but the Internet of Things is sort of, imagine if you had all the resources to create apps and everything. You can use this IoT to make apps, to create like websites and funding, and you can experiment with this resource that you have. And you can make an app out of it. Like our city uses, could
for
use
the
something like that
or the whatever. Yeah.
But you could use it for so many things. And some cities have that, and they make it public, so that at the park you can go and you can access the city's Internet of Things, and they have competitions as to who can improve the lives of all the residents. Like, let's have a contest, and you can use, and you have the resources right then and there, and the possibilities are actually endless for what you could use this for.
This is cool.
So it's
I learned something. Internet of Things. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Internet of Things.
The Internet of Things. Barcelona is the one that really has spearheaded that. Copenhagen, Sweden, Stockholm, Sweden. We need that here. And that's how we drive innovation. We drive traffic. We drive tourism. We have one of the fastest growing airports in the entire country.
I saw that. We just posted a blog about that. We're expanding. Sarasota Airport is so convenient to have that right here.
We have world-class universities.
Yep.
We have, we have to get ready for that. But I'd love to use the Internet of Things to help us in developing affordable housing and some of our biggest pressing issues. We also adopted an online portal. So now, if you want to get a permit with the city of Sarasota, if you want to replace a door or do something with your house, your front door, you just go and
click. And is there for like some of the stuff that you talked about, if they just go to the city of Sarasota, or is there what website if they want to be on the newsletter to get some of this information emailed regularly? Yeah,
sarasotafl.gov.
Okay. And again, for the hurricane, not just this hurricane, but any future hurricane.
FloridaDisaster.org.
Okay, and everybody stay safe, be in touch with your neighbors, and be well. And thank you for sitting down with us.
Of course. Thank you.